Amazon is intending to accept cryptocurrency for payments, following which the corporation will roll out support for other major cryptocurrencies. The directive is coming from the very top, Jeff Bezos himself. Amazon's crypto project ready to roll, and will Pi be included? In today's video, we are discussing what Jeff Bezos thinks about the Pi network. Kindly stay tuned until the end of this video to know why the Pi network will be successful to that extent. Thanks! Following the announcement of Amazon trying to hire a digital currency and blockchain head, City AM Journal stated that the corporation truly had plans to take Bitcoin and other prominent cryptocurrencies. Citing an insider at the company, the news site stated that Amazon is seeking to accept Bitcoin payments by the end of the year, and the corporation is also investigating its token for 2022. Amazon isn't just going through the motions to build up cryptocurrency payment options at some time in the future, the insider alleges, adding that their crypto initiative is a full-on, well-discussed, important component of the future mechanism of how Amazon will work. She elaborated, "It begins with Bitcoin. This is the important first step of this crypto endeavor, and the directive is coming from the very top, Jeff Bezos personally. This entire project is very much ready to roll," the insider revealed, underlining that it won't take long because the plans are already there, and they have been working on them since 2019. Noting that Amazon's directors were keen to move forward with adding support for other big cryptocurrencies once the fast and secure method of Bitcoin payment is established, she said, Ethereum, Pi, and Bitcoin Cash will be next in line before they bring roughly 8 of the most popular cryptocurrencies online. Besides accepting crypto payments, Amazon is also exploring launching its coin, the insider explained. When all these crypto ducks are lined up, there's another twist to push things even further into Amazon's favor, a native token, she added. After a year of experiencing cryptocurrency as a way of making payments for goods, it is looking increasingly possible that we're heading towards tokenization. As a result, she explained, this creates a multi-level infrastructure where you may pay for products and services or earn tokens in a loyalty scheme. Added by the editor at 4:37 p.m. Eastern on July 27, 2021, notwithstanding our interest in the space and the conjecture that has developed surrounding our specific plans for cryptocurrencies is not true, a spokeswoman for Amazon said upon publication. We're still researching what this would look like for Amazon customers. As the Bitcoin industry continues to innovate, we're interested in seeing how this might play out on Amazon. As we see it, the future is going to be based on new technologies that allow for rapid and inexpensive payments, and we intend to bring that future to our customers at Amazon as soon as we can. Why Pi Network will be successful to an extent of general acceptability? Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Thanks! Pioneers of the Pi shouldn't be concerned about the Pi failing them. The Pi, on the other hand, has performed better than any other altcoin. This project will be a success. The ecological element of the process is testing. I think you should be concerned about how much Pi you had. Real names are used to issue Pi coins for Stanford University, which is based in Connecticut. Known in society as well as for the blockchain platform and digital currency, they are well known. They and the rest of the team are working around the clock to create the world's first worldwide coin. Because they don't want to fail, they don't try. It appears that the project side is set to execute significant work despite having committed more than $5 million so far without collecting a penny from the miners or selling any coins. Unless Stanford University, ranked second in the world in terms of reputation, can achieve it, no one else can. This is where Ethereum's creator earned his bachelor's degree, one of Pi's students and a close friend of the founder. The current price of Ethereum is $365.32. No matter how hard you work, you can rest guaranteed that the Pi will continue to impress. Send out a global call for blockchain experts. In total, 5 workers were hired. The majority of them would work on ecological construction projects. Coins other than Bitcoin haven't figured out how to interact with retail malls and Bitcoin at the mall. For example, if you try to use the network speed in real life, it will stall. Before switching to the Manor, the Pi tries to finish the current test on the current test net first. Investments in time, money, and technology are required for this. The blockchain age has arrived, and the technology has matured, in my opinion, after 10 years of development. The Pi Network Market, PNM, will be the first block in the world and will be updated as quickly as possible to Pi apps, as the Pi Network is the first blockchain that can be used in practice, late than originally planned in early August. As with Amazon and Alibaba, Pi Network has been in development for the past year and a half and will be connected to the Pi application soon. Amazon, Alibaba, and Jack Ma made Jeff Bezos and Jack Ma the richest men in the world. And the founder of Pi was able to prosper because of Pi. Pi Coin Mall differs from Amazon and Taobao in that it uses Pi instead of currency to make purchases. People want to shop first, buy Pi, then buy purchase. In addition to Jeff Bezos and Jack Ma's Amazon and Alibaba revenues, the price of the Pi coin reflects the profits of Pi Coin Mall, allowing coin owners to collect dividends. Ownership of 20% of the Pi is a source of income for the creator, and the miner acts as a sales representative for the founder. The bargain performance card is presented here. As a listed stock, you may either mine or buy Pi coins if you want to own a stake in the company. A 20% increase in the coin's value is the goal of the Pi Coin project team. More than $5 million USD has been invested in building shopping malls, receiving programs, servers, etc. We're still trying to get people to buy more coins. In this global enterprise, money is exchanged, but no money is exchanged. Although the Pi Network project appeared to be calm, under the direction of 3 Stanford University academics, promoters from more than 200 nations across the world developed non-stop day and night struggles, television stations, rooms live broadcasts, newspapers, public accounts. Everywhere Pi Network searches on Chrome's Pi Network top the world in digital money search results. Here we are. Regardless of Pi Network's failure, are you still concerned? If you want to establish your own business, you don't need a brick-and-mortar location, and you don't even need to see what's called work. Taobao and Amazon are 2 examples of this. Some level of insight is required for this. While Jack Ma has no products, he has become one of the richest individuals in the world despite that fact. This will have a significant impact on the purchasing agency sector if Pi Network's first global shipping mall, PNM, adopts the Pi Network application. Rather than relying on intermediaries, buyers can directly purchase Pi and purchase things from around the world without incurring the costs of the intermediaries. What about making a purchase? The Pi currency payment mechanism will be implemented once the barter stabilizes the currency. You only need to buy cash into Pi or Pi for cash and sell your Pi. So you Pi don't have to be concerned about asking when to withdraw money or when to receive Pi on the floor. The 10 points listed above list the Pi at random. It's critical for this project, which is a public chain. What is the plan of action for Pi's growth? Design, distribution, and bootstrap of the trust graph are all part of Phase 1. The Pi server acts as a faucet, simulating the decentralized system's behavior in a test environment. Compared to the mainnet stable phase, user experience and behavior can be easily improved during this phase. Users will be able to mint their coins on the live network once it goes live. As a result, all account balances generated during Phase 1 will be pre-minted in the genesis of the LiveNet, and the system will continue to operate as the current system, but completely decentralized. At this time, there is no way to purchase Pi with any currency because it is not listed on any exchanges. Testnet is the second stage of the project. On a test network, we'll put the node software into action. Only this time it will be on a test Pi coin instead of the mainnet. However, the Pi core team will encourage more pioneers to start their nodes on the testnet by hosting several there. Starting on the testnet is highly recommended before joining the main network for any node. A test network will be set up alongside the Pi emulator to identify any issues, and then the results of both systems will be checked daily to see where the test network falls short, allowing Pi developers to come up with fixes. Testnet's results will match the emulators after many thorough runs on both systems. Pi will move on to the next phase as soon as the community is ready. It is now time to get the mainnet up and running. The Pi Network's official mainnet will be launched when the community feels the software is ready for production and has been thoroughly tested on the testnet. It's important to note that only accounts verified to belong to distinct real individuals will be honored during the transition to the mainnet. From now, the system will continue on its own without the need for the faucet and Pi Network emulator of Phase 1. The committee will recommend future changes to the protocol, which will be implemented by the Pi development community and Pi's core team. Like other blockchains, their development and adoption will be dependent on nodes upgrading the mining software. The currency will be completely decentralized, with no control from a single authority. Fake or duplicate user balances will be wiped off. At this point, Pi can be exchanged for other currencies by connecting to exchanges. Did you believe Pi will reach the peak of cryptocurrency? Kindly comment down below. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also hit the bell icon to be notified when we release a video. See you in our next video. Thanks!